We arrived on Wednesday morning. Some of the guys and staff and players arrived on slightly later flights, sort of Wednesday evening, early Thursday morning. The first few days in Perth, we were in Fremantle, which was a great little spot, trendy little place where basically we tried to recover from, you know, a long travel, trying to get them on Australia time as quick as possible. One of the critical bits of the journey is to get the sunlight and get the sunlight at the right time. Late morning we headed down to the beach. We had some recovery games set up for the boys. Next to the sea, obviously the natural element of the ocean, and then the boys all got together. There's some perfectly timed 5-6 foot waves for the lads to get into. So yeah, it was really about trying to get the boys together and getting them in a place to train on Saturday afternoon. We don't really want the boys to lift too heavy on the first few days. You know, there's some controlled exercises in there where they can come in, not have to think too much, get a real good sweat on, and get a little bit of something out of it, a little bit of a pump, feel good. And then day 3, when they've, you know, after their arrival, you know, we can start to crank things up a little bit there. So in the gym, we can add a couple of key lifts in there. They can lift a little bit heavier, train a bit more specific to how we want them. And then on the field, we can start to implement and install some bits of how we want to play in the test weeks.
Ah, cool. Awesome.
Make it rain, make it rain. No.
Yeah, go. Eyes up here, John. Eyes up here, man. Eyes up. Watch it here.
There's a little bit of organisation in this, all right? So if you need to give each other feedback, you've got questions, okay, then we've got an opportunity to do that.
Let's be respectful as the carrier, it's not run hard, so we don't have to bang people, let's be respectful of each other. Clarity and comms, let's get the noise up, load of energy, have a good session. Crouch!
So I'm going to be promoted.
Stable, hold it, hold it.
So I'm going to slam him.
Get him, boys. Get him. 2 touch. No.
Yeah, so obviously there's a few players who were in 2016 and they were part of that first Australia test wins. They know what it takes to come out here and win, and they know the hard work it takes. So, you know, they will be really, really valuable for the younger guys who we've got in the squad who maybe aren't quite sure of what it takes to come to Australia and win a test series in any sport. So, you know, we know the job at hand. But say the amount of staff and players we've got here is really valuable going into the first test week.
Straight into the singing.
Okay, what would I do with your smart mouth? Is it?
Yeah.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Running me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, knowing.
I'll learn the rest, but
Yeah, you need it.
I first found out I was coming on Australia tour during the Barbars week, and it was the day of selection. Eddie came to me and said, "Do you want to hear the good news or the bad news first?" And I said, I'll have the bad first. And he said, you're not playing this weekend, but I'm going to bring you to Australia. And yeah, I was very excited and happy to be here. Initially, when I found that out, I was a bit gutted that I wasn't involved in the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏's game, because traditionally, like, a lot of young boys play in that, and it's a great opportunity for them. But when he told me I was going to Australia, I sort of forgot about that straight away and was very focused on how I can help impact the team. Eddie's told me, like, I'm here to learn, I'm here to get experiences and learn off the older lads. But yeah, they were his main points for me, just to keep working hard and keep training hard.
First big sessions we got all right.
This was our first proper big session, our first proper hit out in Australia. The ball was kicked into the backfield and I go and pick that ball up and everyone's saying kick, 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 and I decide to run it back and I run straight into Courtney and he completely smokes me. I don't know if they've got any footage of it. He just said, mate, honestly, I hope you're all right. I didn't mean that, that wasn't the intention. And he was just checking in on me. Ellis actually said, you're not the first and you won't be the last.
Few have lived to tell the tale. He's one of the lucky ones. But I think he felt it a bit and we all got around and gave it a grief for it, and I think he's settling in well. Will Joseph, whose brother was here in 2016, was one of the people who looked after me. JJ really looked after me, took me under his wing a little bit. So I'm going to try and do the same for him. He looks so much like Jay and operates like him as well. I came on tour after playing like 5 Prem games, I think it was, and then got capped against Wales, so I didn't really feel like part of the group. But I feel like this group's a lot closer, tighter. I think the players are better now at a younger age, so usually the first thing you've got to do is play well to be accepted into a group, obviously. So I feel they find it easier to sort of be themselves, which is great. I remember 𝗏𝗏𝘃𝗏𝗃 eating 16 lamb shanks one night. It was wild. It would stick with me forever, I think.
It's my little son, 𝗟𝗏𝘃𝗶𝗃, you know, teaching him the ropes. You know, he's a good boy. He'll get there, he'll get there.
Still young.
Too young, mate, he's too young.
I look up to Kyle, literally.
Because I'm a lot taller than him. I'm about 6 foot, 6'1". So.
Yeah, I think he's a good role model in the team. Eats all the right stuff, as you can tell.
Exactly.
That's himself in good shape. Yeah, he's a good role model for me.
Obviously the tattoos on my feet from all the tours. It's a nice little memory, and Nosey's here, and he's also got one of the kangaroos. We trained hard, played hard obviously, won the test 3-0, and I didn't really get it at the time because I didn't know the significance of beating Australia in Australia. I thought I just won the lottery and come away. But it's such a massive occasion for England rugby, so to see like the look on Ben Youngs, who's a good friend of mine's, face at the time when they'd won 3-0, and all the boys that are here now on this tour, yeah, it was class. Something that'll sit with me forever. It was what kick-started my career. Hopefully it don't end it. But no, I've thoroughly enjoyed my career so far, and saying to some of the other boys who were here last time, like, who were young, coming back now, a bit older, it'd be nice to actually share some experiences with the younger boys who probably feel the same way we did, a bit shell-shocked, and hopefully make it the best tour that they can have.
But I'm here to give you a personal passing of energy and welcome, so that you are safe for that day and for your team. And so from us as a Wadjuk people, I want to share in my language and hope that my ancestors in spirit come and be with you in the whole time that you're here, until you travel home to your place of rest, to your country where you live.
Wanarega malana, wanarega malana, boyongora waningo, boyongora waningo, wanarega malana.